Good evening, good people. Y'all know what time it is, baby. It's AA Sports, straight sports, no chaser. Got the super team of sports talk here with y'all. I'm one half of it. Diego Barishnikov, the Black Dominican Russian. Here checking in with my main man, my partner in crime, the 6 foot and under post up champ. Tell them who you are.
What's good people? It's your boy Uncle Hate, the other A and AA Sports, broadcasting live on a Thursday, doing our Week 8 predictions. We are really to the halfway point, like for real.
Yeah, it is. It's halfway point. It's flying by, man. It's flying by. So if your team ain't doing nothing as of right at this moment, like mine, hey, you start looking at next season.
Hey, we can start off with some random foolishness. Hey, did you turn your light on last night for trick-or-treaters?
I did.
Okay. I ain't buy no damn candy. And I forgot to go to the store to get the 75% off today.
Well, we didn't have anybody knock on our door. Which I kind of figured anyway. We only bought like one bag because the last couple of years we haven't really had anybody come through. There's not really a lot of kids in our neighborhood, so
yeah.
So it's all good.
Shout out to all these thotties on the gram. I sure appreciate y'all. Y'all Halloween costumes every year. Y'all really put the work in.
Yeah, exactly. Tata lalicious. Well, good people, we appreciate y'all tuning in as always. Those of you guys that watch us on the YouTube channel, continue to watch, like, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you leave us some comments, thumbs up or down. Again, it does not really matter. Also, check us out on the podcast platforms. You got an opportunity to check us out on Spreaker, and you can check us out on iTunes. Everybody damn near got an iPhone, so there is no excuses. We got all bases covered. Again, shop with your boys, even though we ain't selling nothing.
We getting there.
All right. There you go. We are here tonight. Y'all know what time it is on Thursdays, just to give y'all our week 9 picks for this week. I guess I'm supposed to have. I thought I'm worried about my team. I guess I'm supposed to wear this finally.
Yeah, you pulled it off, cuz.
It's been a few weeks. I think I won the head-to-head. What, 2-1?
2-1. Fucking Lions.
Yeah, you know.
And Eli, sorry ass.
Yeah. So in case y'all don't know what we're talking about, people, we go head-to-head every week, and This week I finally came out on top 2 games to 1. I cannot find the sheet that gives us our overall records. I'll locate it here shortly. That's week 4, so that ain't gonna hit.
And the worst part about that Giants game is they had chances to win it. They had a whole lot of chances to win that damn game.
Giants and the Redskins, right?
Redskins. Yeah, it wasn't like the Redskins like ran away with the game. They were there. But, you know, maybe we just didn't know last year that when they took Saquon, they was like, well, we're cooling. We're good. We're going to get number 1 next year also. So,
yeah, I mean, that's just kind of what it seemed like. So,
selling off the veterans. Well, I thought they were going to do more this past week. But, you know, what can you do?
All right, so I'm not gonna worry about the overall sheet. I'll post it online. The overall records is what I was getting at. I think you were up 9 games overall last week, so now that's cut down to 8. So I'm gonna keep chipping away at this thing. Let's start off with tonight's game. The Oakland Raiders, my San Francisco 49ers. The last game, last Battle of the Bay, as you have it, before the Oakland Raiders moved to Las Vegas in a couple of years. Hope everything is all right outside of the stadium, because these 2 franchises, fans are pretty violent and shit's always popping off. They actually stopped. We used to play annually in preseason every year, and the shit got so bad some years back that they just put a stop to it altogether. So we haven't played regular season since probably about 2014 or so. So the rotation.
Somebody got stabbed at that game. I think that's why shit slowed down.
Yeah. So well, the preseason game is when they were doing annually. Regular season game, that goes off of a formula.
That's
so
that's right.
It's the rotation's just not coming back. So there you have it. So we're going to go and get into that tonight. Even though my 49ers have a dude that's been on the practice squad for at least the last 2 or 3 years, starting at quarterback tonight, I'm still taking my 49ers. Fuck the Raiders. Just like that.
I hate to do it because I really want them to lose every game. I really, especially after that lying shit he did earlier today when I'm speaking about John Gruden. I'm going to take the Raiders, though. Strictly because – oh, my God. I thought – do we got time to go through the lies today? those two lying-ass stories today?
Well, the one with Gruden, I know what you're talking about. He's talking about there's a lot of players around the league that want to come play for the Raiders.
They've been calling him to come play for the Raiders. Say what?
Right.
And that other one, that Greg Williams one you told me.
Oh, yeah. So Greg Williams said that he has had, since he's left Buffalo, he's had 11 interviews for head coaching jobs. And he said 4 of them, he didn't even have to show up and interview. All he had to do was just sign the contract and show up, and he would have had the job. I love to know. I love to know these 11.
I want to know, man. I got to know.
if you've had that many surefire job opportunities to be a head coach, why the hell haven't you taken one?
Man, lying. Hey, a lie don't care who tell it. Shout out to my old head Freddie, who be telling me that all the time. Just lies, man. But yeah, back to it. I'm sorry. That was just ridiculous. Them 2 lies you hit me with earlier today. Just lies, man.
Sometimes you can't really tell whether it's lies, speculation, or bullshit. Those you can just cut straight to the bullshit.
Bullshit. Wow. And even if he didn't want to coach the teams, head coach money is pretty good money. And you got offered head coaching jobs 4 times. All you had to do was show up and just sign. Man, come on.
Right.
Come on.
I'd love to know which 4 teams that was.
Exactly.
See what kind of shape they in now versus what they would be with him.
Right. That's like hiring 50-50 to coach your team. Because he's like 50-50 junior.
Oh, talking about Jeff Fisher?
Yeah, that's the same thing. But anyway, I digress.
All right, so you're taking the Raiders, I assume?
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. All right, so the first Sunday afternoon game, because we are done with the London games. No more waking up at 9:30. Got the Chicago Bears coming into Buffalo to take on, I don't know who the hell is going to be starting. Is it going to be the Peterman, or is it going to – no, they picked up Matt Barkley.
I'd start Barkley. That's a shame, ain't it? I start him straight off the street, then Peterman.
Straight off the street and then start Peterman. Ain't that some shit? I'm taking the Bears. Enough said for me.
Bears.
All right. Next up, we have the Jameis Winston. I'm sorry, the Fitzmagic-led Buccaneers coming into your house, Charlotte. What's the name of y'all stadium? Bank of America or something?
Bank of America.
Bank of America Stadium or whatever. To take on Cam and the Panthers. Y'all hot right now. I ain't gonna spend a lot of time here. Y'all should dominate this game.
We should. Give me Carolina.
All right. Next up, speaking of the Browns, this will be Greg Williams' first interim head coach this week for this particular game. First one since Hugh Jackson and Todd Haley got the can earlier this week. And just their fucking luck, they got to take on the damn Chiefs.
Yeah, that's KC.
Yeah, all day.
I'm still tripping on you. Old boy has never called pro plays in a regular season game, and they're running that out there.
That's what happened. You fire your head coach and your offensive coordinator on the same day within an hour of each other.
That's some stupid shit. Anyway, Casey.
There you go. Next up, we've got the New York Jets going into Miami to take on the Dolphins. I'm assuming it's still going to be Brock Osweiler at the head for this game because Tannehill's still hurt, right? He got the labrum issue.
Yeah, he's still hurt.
What you got? This could be a sorry, tough game to call.
It's a 50-50 game, but I'm going to take the Dolphins because they're at home.
Likewise, Brock actually, and I can't even believe
badass.
He haven't been, I'll put it this way, he ain't been the Brock of old.
Don't it seem like he's actually throwing the ball straight now? So it's like all of a sudden, seriously, It looks like he's throwing the ball straight now.
Is he right now, is he playing better than Blake Bortles? Probably. Yeah. Yeah. I'm taking the Dolphins as well. On the road, rookie quarterback. I think they'll be able to do enough at home. And like you said, we already know what happens a lot of times when teams go to Miami. Trap game. All right. Next up, good old-fashioned NFC. I get these damn conferences mixed up every day. The AFC North rival, the Steelers coming into Baltimore to take on the Ravens. This should be a good game. Well, depending on which Flacco show up.
Yeah.
I think the Steelers are playing pretty good right now. They are coming off of a bye. No, they played last week.
Nah, Bob was a week before last.
Yeah, they played last week.
They was waiting on Le'Veon to show up this week.
Right, but nope. So but I'm still gonna take the Steelers in this game, even on the road. It should be a close battle though.
Yeah, because Baltimore beat the shit out of them earlier this year, so I'm expecting some get back. But real quick question: should we have included John Harbaugh on the hot seat list?
I mean, not for me. And I know a lot of media.
They've been talking about that a lot lately, saying because I didn't know they hadn't made the playoffs in 4 years. I don't think they made it since they won the Super Bowl. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's been a couple years, but for me, John Harbaugh, Mike Tomlin, them are the two cats that people want to put on the hot seat every year, and I'm just not buying it.
I guess it's different with that because Tomlin makes the playoffs every year. Regardless of whatever's going on, they make the playoffs. If you ain't made it in 4 years, that's a bit sketchy. But I mean, I'm not saying he's gonna get fired, but I noticed his name been coming up the last couple of years. But just a question.
Yeah, nah, I think he'd be all right. Unless that's just some kind of epic collapse. Then maybe. But who you got?
They lost 2 in a row, so they lose this week. That'll be 3. So, and it's not on him. I mean, I guess they're looking at Lamar as the future. So maybe they're just gonna reboot it. Who knows?
Yeah, they're still in the hunt for the division. So
yeah,
it's a big game this week though. But who's you taking? The Steelers? You taking the Ravens?
No, I'm taking Steelers. I'm sorry. Yeah, give me that.
All right, next up, we got the Detroit Lions going into Minnesota to take on the Vikings, another divisional matchup. Lions just got rid of probably their best receiver, Golden Tate, this week, trading him off to the
Philly.
Yeah, them boys, Philly. Vikings, even though they lost last week, they played a solid game last week. I'm gonna take them at home over the Lions.
Yeah, I got Minnesota too, but this seemed like the type of game Stafford will win. But I'm taking Minnesota.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. It's going to depend if they give Kerryon the ball.
They should.
Yeah. Next up, got the Atlanta Falcons traveling to D.C. to take on the Redskins. Falcons fresh off of a bye week. Starting to play a little bit better on defense now that all those subs and replacement players, I'm calling them replacement players, had a few weeks to kind of play. They played a little bit better against the Buccaneers. I expect the Falcons to be fresh. And has Julio Jones caught a touchdown this year? I don't think so.
I don't think he's caught a touchdown since week 12 last year.
Okay. Well, you're going to get one this week, and I'm taking the Falcons in this game over Alex Smith and the 5-2 Redskins. What you got?
Yeah, I'm taking Atlanta. I think they're going to put up some points. But, Washington plays hard. We're going to see. But I'm taking Atlanta.
All right. We got the Texans with the newly acquired – ain't that something? The Texans playing the Broncos this week, and they just traded Bebe to the Texans. Now, I don't know how effective he's going to be this week since he's just getting there. But I don't like the way the Broncos playing right now on offense. So I'm gonna take the Texans in this game.
Yeah, Texans all day, and I believe Bebe spent more time in the defensive room than he did with the receivers this week because he's gonna be trying to give up whatever he can to help. But I mean, you don't even gotta really give shit, really.
I was about to say they got Case Keenum at quarterback,
right? So he ain't got to give much. He gonna score this week. So
all right. Next up, this could be a very good game. The Chargers going into Seattle to take on the Seahawks. Both teams playing real well right now. I think the Chargers are coming off a bye, so they'll be fresh. What you got on this one?
I was skeptical, but I'm gonna take the Chargers on the road in Seattle.
Okay, and I like to look at that. I'm taking the Seahawks at home.
Bet.
All right, next up, probably will be game of the week. LA Rams going into the New Orleans Saints, take on Drew Brees and them boys. I'm expecting a lot of points to be scored in this game, but a lot of times when you expect that, it end up not being as high scoring as you think. This is a tough one. You got two pretty good defenses, two high-powered offenses. I'm gonna get the Saints a slight edge at home. The Rams are undefeated. They got to lose sometime. I think it's going to be this week.
I'm gonna take the Rams because they got Todd Gurley. I think the defense gonna have to play some ball this week, but I think they're gonna do enough. I think the scare was put in them last week to me with Green Bay, so I think they're gonna ball a little bit harder this week.
Yeah, and that's kind of one reason I'm actually taking the Saints. I think Green Bay may have opened up some things last week on tape. And if Sean Payton can, if anybody can exploit some of those mismatches or holes or whatever, what have you, it'll be Sean Payton, Drew Brees. However, if that pocket collapse with Sue and Donald in the middle, Drew Brees don't like pressure in his face. And he's not as effective when he moves outside of the pocket like an Aaron Rodgers. So if they get pressure up the middle, it's going to be a long day for him. But I'm going to take the Saints. I think that running game will be able to keep them off of them enough.
Yeah, I wish I knew the names of some of the Rams linebackers because they're going to be matched up with Alvin Kamara on a lot of them screen passes and whatnot. So I could be wrong on this pick, but I'm going to lean with them. I think the Rams will lose when they play KC, but I think they're going to ride through now.
Okay. All right, next up. The Sunday night game, we got the Green Bay Packers going into New England to take on the I almost said the damn Pistons, but the Patriots. What you got on this one? Aaron Rodgers, then will they get back on track after losing a tough game last week?
No.
Right.
I think the wheels are coming off. They looked good last week. They got rid of Ty Montgomery Tuesday, but I'm taking New England at home. I think it's going to be high scoring, though. Thinking somewhere around 34-31, something to that effect. But New England.
Yeah, I'm taking New England as well. Like I said, I think the Packers probably played the best game that they're going to play last week.
Right.
And again, I'm fully invested in they will not make the playoff run. So there you have it.
That's a pretty good call on your part right there. Because not many people going to step out there and say Aaron Rodgers ain't going to make the playoffs if you play the whole season. So that's pretty bold, pal.
Hey, we'll see how it work out, though. Last but not least, we've got the Monday night game, Tennessee Titans taking on Dallas Cowboys. This will be the first game with Amari Cooper, so we'll see how different the Cowboys' offense looks. I heard you taking the Titans in this game.
Nah, you heard wrong. Okay. I am going to take Dakota. Nah, he's Dak again. My bad. Only because of the defensive front. I'm not too much sold on what Amari Cooper's going to do, but Dallas is going to win this game. And the hype train to be rolling again Tuesday morning.
Right, yeah. I'm taking Dallas as well. They at home. It's Tennessee. I really don't see any reason why they should lose this game. They got the edge rushers.
Both of them are coming off a bye, too, so they should be prepared. Hopefully it's a solid game. Hopefully.
Yeah, it may be. I mean, we thought that Buffalo and New England game was going to be trash last week. And
yeah, it was a pretty solid game.
2.5, 3 quarters, it was a decent game. So we'll see. So it looks like we've got 3 games again this week. Yep. Tonight's game, Chargers, Seahawks. And Rams and Saints.
Lob on the Raiders game.
Hey, man. We'll see. I'm looking at this boy right now that's getting ready to go in this game, our quarterback, and he looked terrified. So we'll see.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, you can run. Yeah, go ahead and run that. Mine has not changed, I don't think.
Yeah, I have one change with mine. All right, the Rams come in at number 1, New England at 2, KC at 3, the Saints at 4, and my Carolina Panthers have passed the San Diego Chargers to get number 5 in my Power 5. Let's go. Right. Keep pounding.
Well, I got pretty much the same teams. It's in a little bit different of an order. I've got the Rams still at 1. I got the Chiefs at 2. The Saints at 3. Patriots coming in at 4. And then I have your Panthers coming in at 5 as well. There's going to be a lot of shuffling this week because the Rams and the Saints play each other. The Chiefs got a layup, and somebody else got a tough game.
New
England got to pay the Patriots. Pay the Packers. So it could very well be some shuffling next week, and I'm expecting it. So we're gonna see.
Here for it.
There it is.
Shout out to Derrick Rose, man. Shout out for D Rose putting up that 50 burger last night.
Yes.
I know we probably the only 2 dudes talking sports on the internet over the last couple of years has been telling folks D Rose can still hoop. He ain't dunking on people no more, But D Rose can still hoop. I ain't think he gonna get 50 in the game, but he can hoop.
Yeah.
So
yeah, you know what opened him up to get that 50?
Jimmy on his bullshit.
Because Jimmy Butler is a fucking bully. Homeboy said, basically, I'm out until further notice. I'm chilling.
Jimmy's only gonna play national television games pretty much going forward. So he'll play Friday night against Golden State. I heard that was already out there, but I guess at this point, I mean, y'all, he's holding this team hostage. When Houston put word out that they had 4 first-round picks, what were y'all waiting on?
That was a week ago. We still don't have no deal. And Houston is what, 1-6?
Yeah, two players and 4 first-round picks. What y'all waiting on? I mean, he's fucking with you at this point. I mean, come on, get it done.
Pretty much. That's pretty much what he's doing. He's doing whatever the fuck he want to do.
And ain't nobody got the gall to say nothing to him. So, oh well.
Nope,
right.
Not at all. All right, people. We're going to get up out of here. Again, y'all know what time it is on Thursdays, man. It's short and sweet. Picks, Power 5, little shit talking. And that's about it. We're going to get on in here and watch the game.
Oh, got one more thing real quick. One more thing.
All right.
Hugh Jackson, shout out to you for talking that talk, man. Tell the truth, you. You told him to get a quarterback years ago.
I just saw that. Hugh said, people, if it would have been done my way, we would have had Carson Wentz in 2016 or Watson or Mahomes in 2017. And we'd be winning. So
talk that talk, cuz. Talk.
Hey, on the way out the door. On the way out the door. You know, but at the same time, you could be talking yourself right out of your possible next head coaching opportunity when that may come again. Who the hell knows?
That's never happening again. He'll be an OC somewhere next year. But
Marvin, his boy Marvin might call him back.
You know what? That'd be a good call for them. He coached Andy Dalton before. He was his OC. They were balling then. So I don't know. Let's get up out of here.
All right, people. Hey, tell these people where to reach you at on social media.
At Rike6000, I talk sports. Holla at me.
All right. You can reach me at Diego Barish. I'm on Twitter as well. Feel free to talk shit if you're a Raiders fan to me about this game tonight, so I can tell you we got a reason why we losing. What's your damn excuse? And that's at Diego Barish, and you can send that too. Follow us on the AA Sportscast Twitter, Facebook, and IG page. And again, don't forget YouTube channel. Watch, like, hit that subscribe button. And if you like podcast format, hit us up on Spreaker or iTunes.
Sure.
For Uncle Hate, for Diego Barishnikov, again, it's AA Sports, baby, straight sports, no chaser. We up out of here. Y'all have a great weekend. We'll holler at y'all Tuesday with the recap show. Peace.
Peace.